We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go! 15 line. 15 line.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight dog. Get it.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to
you.
They'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets it complete to Harris. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Got it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Go. Get off the field. Look at me. Zipper. 55, Mike. Yep. Head up.
Now back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The 2nd down pass to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Not today, you are. Not today. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Yo, go. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Yeah, let's get set. Yeah, yeah. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Get it.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And a Cowboy first down.
96. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott, this one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They're going to look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Brings up 4th down.
Ready up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take and win.
They're going to try and throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go. Here we go again. Go. Here we go again. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't want to repeat of first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Look at me, zipper.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Delta.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Yep.
I got it.
Get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Yards and a first down, Cowboys. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go with Murray again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Check 56. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Set, go.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A first down carry by Elliott. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Latavius Murray. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just... how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Samuel, complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Yo, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Hey, Haywood.
Second and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, team 6.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
4 down. Alert.
Yeah. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Looking to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now.
Now! Deep grip.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Greystone, Travis.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dee Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
56.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo!
Right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Even. 4 down. Even.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The throw over the middle taken in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check out Reed.
Hey, Charlie. Hey.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Right there in the middle, 55. Yeah, You don't want none.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's go. Let's get this ball.
Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Hey, tight. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 56 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot. Steve Griffin.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead
and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys,